This is April Faieta, and I'm going to go over the slides that I went over on Back to School Night. All of these things in the folder are items that I have shared with you, but I will reshare in the email that I am sending. It includes communication links, our syllabus, and Wilson Tech projects that we have done in the past. This is the slide for the rules. Your child has seen this and went over it and signed it as well. On the right side, you will see that on the rules slide, I wanted them to know what I was talking about, and they had to translate for me. The restroom rule, they can go when they need to go. They just have to sign and fill out a sheet and pass, so I know who leaves the room, and it is one at a time. My rules are pretty basic. 1, no talking when the teacher or anyone else is talking. 2, raise your hand if you have to say something. And 3, to just try your best. So if you haven't seen the rules, please go over them so your child can review the rules. And they turned this in last week for their daily check-in along with their signature. Once again, these are our rules and norms. It's very easy to get an A in my class because participation is 85% highly weighted. And if they just 5 out of 5 per day, 10 points a week, it's hard not to get an A. So if they are not passing the class with an A, then it's usually a behavior or disruption problem. Please follow us on Wilson Tech Team Instagram. I'm constantly posting updates of our Verizon Tech Lab, updates of free classes, elective news, tech team news, robotics news. So just go ahead and follow us. Also, I post a lot of career and technical education news for CTE. There's a ton of free after school classes, so please look at that. Also follow us on WMS Nights. I manage this page as well, and you could keep updated on things that Dr. Kasabian is announcing as well, and you know what's going on in our school. Please follow GUSD Career Tech. This is GUSD CTE, and there are many after school classes available. There's still space. It's not too late. There's a drone class, film and cinema class, and more. So just look at the flyers. These are my top 3 social media that I follow because it's very informative, and you can keep up with what's going on at Wilson and Glendale GUSD Career Tech. CTE actually provides funding for me and the tech in my class. So I put all of the links in this folder that I shared with you. So please check it out. So take a look at this folder when you get a chance because it's filled with our syllabus, communication, and things like that. Speaking of communication, here's my Google Hangouts. It's on Gmail. The students know that if they have a question, they could hang out me and say hello or clarify anything. This is also on my desktop computer, so I usually answer pretty quickly, or sometimes I turn on the alerts on my phone in case they have a question that they need to answer right away. I do remind them that this is texting, and please do not text during class time with the other people from GUSD because that option is open and they shouldn't be texting their classmates during class time. I included this video link in your folder. Please take time to watch it to see the things that we were doing. A lot of these things were pre-COVID, and then COVID hit and we were distance learning. But although we were not in the same room, we still were able to get national certifications, present in an international conference over Zoom. So we did a lot and we were very productive. So now that we're together in the classroom, we should be even more productive. And it is really, really important that the students stay on task so we can get work done and not be distracted. I wanted to show you clever.gusd.net. So if you weren't able to get into the Zoom meeting, it's because our Zoom meetings are only open to students that are logged into Clever and are logged into their account. So the very first thing that the students do, I make it a habit of students to go into their Clever account right when they walk into class. They go through Clever, they check their email, they look at the Google Stream. I'm trying to get them into a habit of being really productive even the first 4 or 5 minutes of class when I'm taking attendance. This is Carnegie Mellon University Computer Science coding. This is the coding we're currently do, which is basic Python, and then it increases as the students' level increase, and students work at their own pace. Have the students show you the Google Classroom stream. When they walk in, I try to get it for them to be a habit to log into Clever, log into the stream, read the agenda, and then get started right away. I like Carnegie Mellon coding because it is naturally differentiated for any level of coder in my class from beginning to even college level coding. It helps me differentiate as I have anywhere between 36 to 39 in a given class. I don't want the students that are struggling to keep struggling, and I don't want the students that are advanced to be bored. So it's one of the better programs out there, and they are certified by Carnegie Mellon. If they complete the section and units that they are working on, they'll get a certificate. So I love tech and teaching tech because everything is always changing. Something that we may have done even 2 years ago, even last year, we're not doing now, and I try to keep up with the times. So fortunately, I have GUSD Career Tech, CTE, and the Verizon grant to provide the tech that is needed. Some private schools only have one 3D printer, and for their whole entire school, I have 6 3D printers just in my classroom. So we are fortunate enough to have the tech. I'm going to skip to number 3. This year we have block schedule. We have 2 90-minute blocks a week, which is a blessing because we can get a lot done. I try to use every single minute. I teach till the last minute. Students get points off for packing early. The 6th and 7th period classes tend to start packing at 3 o'clock or 3:05 when we still have 5 minutes to learn. So if you see that marked on the student portal, please remind them that we learn to the last minute of class. I started community circles 2 years ago, and I think it's really, really important for the class to feel safe learning in my class and feel safe learning around other students. It's middle school, and I know sometimes the students are embarrassed to share and talk, but the goal in the class is to provide a safe environment, and I do this with community circles. We just talk, check in, see how their week's going, how their day's going, and sometimes students share and sometimes they don't, but for me it's important to connect with the students in this way. In the past, I was hesitant to do community circles because I thought it was, I didn't have enough time, I had too much to teach, but I think the more that you have to do, the more important community circles are. This is our Carnegie Mellon University Computer Science coding. It's developed by Carnegie Mellon, and every one of my classes use it depending on their level. Experimental Wheels doing Aura Code Super Basic Python. As you can see from this chart, that we don't have to be at the same page at the same time, and each student can work on their level and at their own pace. I do not assign homework. We get everything done that we need to get done in class. However, if students want to continue coding on their own, that's fine. And if students want to continue working on their website or a different website once they learn how, that's fine as well. This is my Google Hangouts contact, which students can access on the Google Hangouts app, and my email is afaieta@gusd.net. Please feel free to email me as needed, and I get back pretty quickly. Once again, there's no homework. I don't know why I put this slide up again, but I did find that when I did put no homework, students want to do more homework. I think it's maybe reverse psychology. Please look through our Google Classroom. Have the students look with you through their grades. I give that grade in the student portal. And make sure that they can log into the student portal. Just Google Student Portal, GUSD, or Glendale Unified School District, and it looks something like the next screen that you're going to see, but it's updated with their classes, their grades. Their password is their 6-digit ID, and if they forgot, their login, and if they forgot their password, they can just click on Forgot Their Password, and they will get one email sent to them. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope this presentation was helpful. Thank you.